stayed at home, 'cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew it was at the end of it all. I should have stayed at home, 'cause now there ain't letting you go. Am I falling in love with the garlic that could break my heart? Hello, welcome to the Recipe Rebellion. If you know a song I was singing, go ahead and guess what it is. Or if you know it, put it in the comments below and we'll get started with antiviral garlic pesto. You know what? Garlic is gonna save your ass during this pandemic, and the only trick is you gotta be able to choke it down raw. So that's why I'm here. I'm gonna help you today learn how to choke it down two ways. You can put it on in garlic pesto, and we're gonna make it several different ways. So you can use whatever it is you have in your house, since I know we're not grocery shopping like we used to be. And I'm also gonna be highlighting a garlic green goddess soup. It's raw and it's all gonna smell, but it's a good thing everybody has to be 6 feet away, right? So now's the best time to do it. Let's get started. We are going to do the pesto. I use a NutriBullet, but I have both. I have a NutriBullet and a Vitamix. But for this, I love to use the NutriBullet. And so I'm gonna start with some kale. And I also like to add a couple of just spinach leaves in there just to balance it out. But you can make it with either or, right? You can choose just any kind of dark greens is what we need right now to boost our immune system. And so kale or spinach, I just add a little both. I got some more greenage with parsley. All right. And by the way, this idea came from during my quarantine time. I was watching the videos from the author of Conquering Any Disease and just getting caught up in all the health properties of all the superfoods. And so this pesto that I'm making is just, I got the inspiration from garlic, needing to ingest raw garlic right now for my immune. And the author says there's a 9-clove garlic pesto. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna put 9 cloves in mine, but I don't know, we should just go ahead and try it, right? I mean, now's the time. I just say add as much garlic as you can stand, or maybe your family members can stand. So let's go with the garlic. I've got about 3 cloves right here. All right, I'll do it. Let's get some more garlic going. Let's see, the best way I like to separate my garlic is just with a can or a jar and to just smash it. That one's big, let's just count it as 2. 3, 4, 5. I don't know, are you guys used to eating this much garlic? Let's see, okay. I think I've got 9. So let's start smashing it up here. And how are you guys doing during this quarantine? I mean, what do you guys, tell me in the comments below, what have you guys been eating to get you through this? I mean, and how has your grocery shopping changed? I know for me, I'm only grocery shopping maybe like once every week and a half to 2 weeks, versus I really liked getting fresh produce. I have this awesome grocery store to get fresh produce, and now I don't have that option anymore to shop as frequently as I'd like to. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm getting a ton of greens, like in containers like this, because during a time like this, you just want to make sure that you're eating a shit ton of greens, okay? All right, one more. This is kind of fun, right? Make sure if you have kids at home during this time that they're in the kitchen cooking with you, because it's a great way to pass time and to give them something to do that's productive for everybody in the family. Okay, see it? Garlic, kale, spinach. I'm gonna add a little pink Himalayan sea salt in there. Traditional pestos made with pine nuts, but part of my philosophy is to use whatever I have in the kitchen. So right now I've got pumpkin seeds and I have walnuts. And I know Leah, I had to call my gal pal Leah because I actually forgot what I put in my pesto because that's how I roll. I like to make things differently each time based on what I have in the kitchen. So she reminded me she uses walnuts, but I'm gonna go ahead and use pumpkin seeds today. So I think I've used those in the past. All right, and notice I'm not measuring. Yes. Hey Monica, what's up? Hey. I'm about to put in my next ingredient for this pesto and you're gonna love it. Because we are using Calalea olive oil. Check it out. I think I'm gonna add lemon for this. My bestie gal pal grows this and it is actually like tastes like olives. It is amazing. So I only use Calalea olive oil and for the pesto, it's a must. I think I'm gonna do a little combo. I'm gonna do some lemon and then they just had a new flavor come out, basil. So I think I'm just gonna do a mix and match with that. So how about that? Yum, and olive oil is so healthy for you, especially when it's consumed raw. It's super delicious. Okay, I think we got everything in here for the basics of our pesto. You see how easy it is? And let's rock and roll and zip it and spin it, shall we? And normally I like to play music, but because there's music copyrights on Facebook, I just like to either have it in my head or sing it. I should have stayed at home, because I was big doing Oh, I forgot an ingredient. Does anybody know what it is? We're gonna put some lemon in here. I need some liquid. But already. Woo! That's awesome. Woo! Now don't forget on the olive oil, they are doing a promo right now, 19% off your entire order, olive oil. Okay, the link is going to be in this group. So that was super generous and super creative, 19% off. Thank you, Moni. Love you. Oh my God. So lots of lemon. And I'm going to add a little bit of water too. How much olive oil do we put in? However much you damn well please. I'm sure there's a recipe out there somewhere, but what I like to do is just like to put in a certain amount. I like to zip it and blend it, and then I like to add in, if I feel like I need a little bit more, then I add in more. But there are plenty of cookbooks with recipes out there, but that's not me. This is Recipe Rebellion. We go with our gut, we go with our heart, and we go with what tastes good. So let me zip it. I'm feeling like I need to put a little bit of water in here. So let me put some water in there. Now, alternative ways you can make this with cilantro, with basil, basically anything green. I'm gonna give it a shake. Needs a little bit more liquid, see, because it's not blending, so that's how you know you need a little bit more liquid in it. Let's see. Are you guys being good and staying at home? Huh? Yeah? I know it's super hard on everybody and it changes things up for everybody, but we are going to get through this. And the way that we'll get through it successfully is if we pick up new practices like cooking and eating healthy along the way. All right, now, OMG. Woo! I wish you guys could smell that. Well, you will be, right? When you make your own. Mmm. wow, I can't wait to go kiss my beloved after this. All right, pesto goes on anything. It can go on your favorite pasta. It can go on your zucchini noodles. I've prepared some asparagus noodles. And I just sauteed these in a pan, salt, pepper, olive oil, coconut oil, and I'm gonna add some pesto to these asparagus noodles. And I'm just gonna try a couple. There we go. I love asparagus noodles because they're so healthy for you as well. And that's a great way to get like that noodle feel, right? By the way, I cook primarily, well, I do cook vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free, and the reason is because that's my pinnacle, like, you know, where I ideally would like to eat all the time. It doesn't always happen, but I like to give you guys ideas for what's healthy, and then we're always really good at adding, you know, all the stuff that we really eat, right? I'm gonna try this real quick. Oh my god, it's so good. I would add a couple like pine nuts or pumpkin seeds on it, and add a little bit of Himalayan salt. Oh my god, you have to try this pesto. Tell me in the comments what your version is going to have in it, because it's going to be different than mine, because I have different ingredients, and so I want you to share what is in your pesto, because I want to try it too, right? All right, now that we're done with pesto, how are we doing on time? Yeah? Okay, awesome. All right, we're gonna do a quick garlic green goddess soup, okay? And I learned this from a vegan potluck that I went to in Tampa, Florida, and somebody brought this green soup, and I was like, what the? It was amazing. So it's super easy, and I wanted to share it with you because you can also make it a sauce for anything. So they used spinach. So I'm gonna put just a shit ton of spinach in here. There we go. And we're also gonna need some amazing olive oil, which is Calilea. And you're gonna wanna put in quite a bit of that too. I like this basil lemon mixture a lot. Thanks, Moni. God, this is the best. There's also like habanero, and this one is the Tuscan blend, which I love. It just goes on everything. Okay, this has got a little bite to it, so I'm gonna put in some jalapeno. If you don't want to get your fingers, you know, hot, and then rub your eyes, and then have it burn your skin, then you're gonna wanna use a fork to keep it still. And then me, I don't like it too spicy, so I leave out most of the seeds, but my beloved likes it spicy, so I'll put in a few for her. She likes this a lot. By the way, it's a great way to also show the people that you care and that you love them by serving them healthy food, right? I'm sure they'll all be appreciative of green smoothie drinks. All right, we're gonna hit it with some lemon, more lemon. And don't think of this as like a sweet smoothie, because it's not. That's why we call it a soup, because it's savory. And that's actually the reason why I like it, is because it is savory. So I'm putting in the juice of a whole lemon in here. Very alkaline for you are cucumbers. So I am going to put like a fourth of cucumber in there. Also, to give it a little bite, is a secret ingredient, a raw onion. Yeah, I know. It's cray-cray, isn't it? A sliver of an heirloom tomato, organic heirloom tomatoes, which I am so fortunate to be able to have right now during this time. Okay, and then I put in the olive oil, let's do a little salt. And then what about our star of the show? Normally I only put 1 clove of garlic in, but not on this show. We're gonna have to dump a truckload of garlic because we're trying to stay healthy, right? All right, so count with me. How many cloves of garlic do you think that you can stand? Post it in the comments below. And we'll see who can ingest the most garlic. 2. We'll go for another one. Yeah? This was fun. Yeah. Get some frustration out. Yeah, quarantine. Yeah. God, I'm telling you. Okay, now we're ready to zip it and blend it. I'm gonna fill it with water like halfway because it needs quite a bit of liquid. So the snoring in the background is actually the Recipe Rebellion mascot. It's a 1.5-year-old Rottweiler, and you can see all kinds of pictures of her on her Instagram page. She has one. Her name is Gaia. All right, almost. All right, you see that? It's like halfway. I can go ahead and use the pesto lid because they're practically the same thing with just a couple different twists, right? Oh, I forgot like the most important ingredient. Check it out. The original recipe, which I don't use recipes, but I use cooking concepts, which is what this is, called for soy sauce. But I hate soy sauce because I don't like soy because it makes me break out and it pumps estrogen into my body and does all kinds of weird things. So I use coconut amino acids and I love it. You just have to add your own salt to it because it's got the flavor except for the saltiness. So you got to add your own salt to it. So, but I would say about, I don't know, what do you think I'm putting? 2 to 3 tablespoons of this? There we go. I would have stayed at home because I was doing better alone. All right, let's do it. Look at that color. Isn't it awesome? Isn't that awesome that that's what's going into your body? And you know what? I also call this the eraser. So it erases anything that you regret eating. So you eat a donut, you take this and erases it. Like you eat pizza, you take this and it erases it. So it just erases anything you ate before that. So check it out. Green, vibrant, delicious, immune boosting, antiviral. Let me try it. So good. To me, it's a little like bland, so I would put in a little bit more jalapeno in it and probably a touch more salt. So you taste yours and then see what you need to add to adjust it and make it delicious. Both of these ingredients are on my Instagram. So join my Instagram at Recipe Rebellion Show. And I list ingredients, but I don't list measurements. So I'm leaving that to you to do some intuitive work in the kitchen. And that's what the Recipe Rebellion is all about. It's about cooking recklessly, rebellious, and just to have a little fun in life, right? But we can still eat healthy, and you know, we're in this together with this pandemic, so please share what your gift is and what you have to share with us because I want to hear it. I will see you guys next time. I'm doing these every week for the next 3 weeks, so all of April I'm doing this to keep us alive and well during this time, and I will see you guys next time on the Recipe Rebellion. Bye.